Hey, this is Kirk at Strutmasters.com. Today we have a 2007 Suzuki Boulevard S40. These are the tools you're going to need for the install. You're just going to need some Allen wrenches, whether they're T-handles or just regular Allen wrenches. We have a 3/8 drive and a 1/4 inch drive ratchet with sockets. You're going to need a screwdriver and then your basic electrical tools like strippers, cutters, and crimpers. First, you want to get your bike on the lift and lift it into the air. Next, take a jack, slide it underneath the bike, and lift the jack up and take the load off of the suspension. Next, we'll remove the seat, first by removing this bolt. There's a bolt on each side of the seat as well to take off. The first bolt, and here's the second bolt. Then remove the seat by lifting up on the rear, taking it off. Next, we're going to remove the shocks, the 17mm. Remove the top and bottom nuts and the washers. If your shock doesn't come off, you probably need to raise or lower your jack to take the load off of it. And do the same with the other side. Next, place one of your new washers on the top stud. And then take your new Strutmasters shock. They're left and right side specific. You want to make sure that the air line is facing towards the front of the bike. You can adjust these in and out to fit on the top and bottom mounting nut, mounting bolt. Wiggle them back and forth a little bit. Then take new washers that came with the kit, place them on the outside, and then use the factory nuts and go back in place. Tighten those up. And install the other shock on the other side the same way. If this bolt spins on the bottom, you can hold the head of the bolt with a wrench, which is what I'm going to have to do. Take one of your air lines. It's easier if you feed it from the top to the bottom. You're going to feed it through to your air shock. Push it in to the air fitting. And just make sure that it comes out up under the seat. And do the same with the other side shock. Route your air line up under the seat. Plug it into your air shock. Make sure you leave enough room to do so. If I can get it in there. sure you push it in all the way. Next, we're going to install our compressor into place. It's going to go on a bracket underneath the bike. So the best way I found to do that, take it, bring it up in front of the tire, and then turn it towards the bike into position. Make sure you get the studs from the bracket into the holes of the bracket on the bike. Next, install the hardware for the compressor mounting bracket. You want to stick a washer and a nut on each one of the mounting studs. And then use a ratchet and a socket to tighten all of those up. Try to do them evenly. So you don't pull the compressor to one side. Next, we're going to remove the side panel. Just take this Phillips head screw out of the top. Pull the panel off. Next, you want to remove these two screws on the top of the battery cover. I'm going to stick my screwdriver in from the top right here to remove this one. Now for this one, you really need a 90-degree Phillips head, but you can get it with a straight head. Just try not to strip it out, although you're going to be replacing these bolts, so it really doesn't matter as long as you get them out. Sometimes you can get them with your finger, you get them loose enough. You just want to remove both of those. In your kit, you should have two small stainless steel screws. These are what you're going to use to put in your gauge bracket. So where you took those two screws out the top of the battery cover, that's where your bracket's going. These will be kind of difficult once you get them started. They are a hex head, an Allen wrench screw. So once you get them started, you can use the Allen wrench to get them tight. You can also take this line off that goes to your air box to make this easier to access. You're going to take an Allen key and tighten this screw. Next, you're going to take your dump solenoid, which mine's already been cut and wired in, but you're going to place it on the frame somewhere along in here and use the zip tie to secure it to the frame. After all your components are installed on the bike, use the wiring and airline diagrams in the instructions to hook up everything. Cut your airline and your wires to length that you need them to. Always leave a little extra wire on your electrical components in case you mess up. You have extra wire to work with. Use the butt splices, the spade connections, the ring terminals. All of that should be in your kit that you need to put these together. Reinstall your side panel. Then install your seat back on. Make sure none of Your air lines are being pinched. Place this back bolt in, but don't tighten it down all the way. Put the side bolt in. Just finger tight. Install your last bolt. And you can tighten them on. Tighten the last one. Once you tighten your seat back on, your install is complete.